Hello, I am Corex. I'm here with my first commentary replay sent in by Chase, as he says hello here, against Adam, who is the Protos down the bottom right in the red, and Chase is Zerg up the top left. Sent it in to me, said it was a bit of a cheeky game, so that's always a little bit of fun just for us to be able to watch something like that, so we'll see how this pans out for him. A little bit about me. Currently I'm based in Australia, trying to get the awareness of StarCraft and that a little bit more recognised down here. If you do have any videos that you'd like to send in, by all means, the email address is on the YouTube site just down below. So send me an email, send me the link to any replays. Can be silly like this one hopefully will turn out to be, or it can be a serious one. This particular one is a diamond match, so we should be able to see a little bit of skill put in against the game. A early pylon put down by Adam, maybe going for a fast expand here, and a little bit of harassment up in Chase's base up the top left. Bit of a run around at the moment. Oh, he puts down a pylon, so he's going to be stopping Chase's expansion. So a little bit of cheek there from Adam, so I'm not too sure which side this is going to come from, but we will see how that pans out. Decides to steal some minerals. No, changes his mind. Have Chase's drone coming up here, so he's going to do a little bit of a scout around just to see what's going on. A forge dropped down by the Protos, so possibly with keeping his drone up here, his probe, sorry. Maybe dropping down a cannon or two, so we'll see how that works out. Chase hiding his drone, okay, in the smoke, so possibly see something drop down here if he's cheeky enough, if that's what the sound of things are. Still having a bit of run around here, so Adam will, I guess, eventually lose that probe. And we have the spawning pool up, and possibly the expansion. Yes, there we go. So the expansion being dropped down. So dropping with an early expand, always a good idea to wall that off. So putting dropping a pylon down there. A cannon down there. So probably be a good idea to wall off straight down here, and even drop maybe a pylon or two across here, just to stop if you get, especially against Zerg, having those Zerglings run in across the top and around behind this barrier that you're going to put it in. Yep, there goes another pylon down. Has the Zerglings now finally attacking that pylon to bring that down so they can go for the expand. And he's decided to build a hatchery. Okay, I see the cheek, and this is the definitely want to be not only scouting your enemy's base, but definitely your own, as you can see, and you can see around to that level there. So hopefully he sees that. We've got the Zerglings coming across now to just put on a little bit of pressure and also to distract him. Finally the gateway goes up with an extra photon cannon, but won't be built in time against these Zerglings. But yes, very well done. He's got the pylon up there as well, so he's blocking them from coming around. He's sending his probes possibly, yes, his probes possibly to go and kill those. Still hasn't noticed this hatchery down the bottom. So very good work by Chase. We're going to see how that pans out. Looks like he's got it set to the minerals as well, so might be stealing a few minerals off the Protoss player. Gateway's nearly up. He did get rid of those Zerglings, finally building a cannon up there, and putting down his cybernetics core as well. Still just a bit of mining here, a little bit of starting pressure, but this hatchery is definitely the one to come. The creep, it's finally spreading, so we should finally see. I don't think he's got no, he hasn't even started building any zealots just yet, so brings down his probes, and we're getting a couple of spine crawlers as well, which he's cancelled the one, bringing all his probes, even from his expansion, down, and we'll be taking them out. Now he's got a queen, Great attacking here, spreading all the way around and closing in that queen. And mainly just the work down the bottom here from Chase with those spine crawlers. And yes, he's going to put another... Oh, he was going to put a baneling net. No. Like, he's decided just to put the spine crawlers there as the hatchery is going to go down. Bringing in some roaches from that roach rowan that he's built up there. Oh, about 7 roaches. Alright, so he's going to put on a little bit of pressure here to the Protos player. Probably lose. No, he's going to go straight past that probe. Definitely, there we go. So he's got a zealot that's finally going to come up and relieve some of the pressure from these poor probes. Now he's getting the pressure. Has 4 cannons set up at the moment, so that will withstand a little bit of attack from these roaches. Still managing to have a little bit income here. Dropped right down because he did have to peel all those probes off the line, but that will come up very quickly now that he's put them back. Did manage to knock out that pylon. Sends your probes back off again. Surrounding the probes, very good work so that they can't run around. Not as much as important with the roaches, definitely against the Zerglings, but very well done there. He is blocking off his zealot though, so... And does lose, I think, the zealot. There's a lot of probes in there. Finally putting up another probe as well. Income's dropped right down. Production tab, by the way, on all my videos I'll have up the top left there, so if you do want to look at the build times, then just see the production tab, and just against the supply build up the top right. Has a few more roaches coming in. Dropped down another hatchery down the bottom. I didn't quite see that from the fight, but that's definitely the purpose there. Still has another roach down the bottom. Cancelled the pylon that was going up, and a little bit of harassment still coming there from the Zerg player Chase. Dropping down two cannons there and another pylon just to protect them, so if this one gets taken out like he did previously, still backed up there, so good work by that. Just applying that pressure, he's finally going to drop down his his expand now from the Zerg, so a little bit late, well actually quite a lot late, but better late than never, I guess. Still just maintaining the roaches and the Zerglings here. Now finally Adam can put on a little bit of pressure as he's got a couple of stalkers, and I think he had a zealot running around. Yep, there we go, up the top. Still hasn't done his research of the warp gate just yet, but probably something that he might want to do so he can warp in some units. Got a spine crawler going up again, and from his view he can see the creep moving, so he's definitely wanting to get some units down there if he's much that. Bringing up a couple of stargates, so he's going to get some aerial attack coming in. His stalkers have finally seen this again, so now once again he's bringing down his probes just to attack that. Wants to get down that spine crawler because they are very dangerous if they get up and running, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to take that out. Excuse me. He cancelled it, so to not lose the minerals. And great walling in here of all the probes, so good work from there. Still has a few roaches up the top, and nothing else going on down the bottom. Just the standard natural expand. He'll lose the hatchery for the second time, but not really much of a worry, as you can see the resources, that the advantage that he's got over him. 40 to 73 for the supply, so definitely has the upper hand here. So definitely has a bit of play with those hatcheries. I'm going to leave the stalker to finish that off, and he's bringing in some void rays to take them out. Definitely no chance for the roaches there, but does decide to bring in another 6 or 7 against his base. Still deciding to stick with that roach attack. loses a stalker down here, but the pylons, the cannons though, should defend against it. Does lose a pylon in the process. Sorry, I'm losing my words. It's the morning here, so I'm not quite awake just yet. So if I do say the wrong thing, just so you know, he's hasn't killed the cocoons down here. So you've got some. There we go. The Zerglings, they're going to run out. Once again, pulls his probes off the line, but does have the Void Rays there to take care of them. Has managed to get his warp gate finally done, but not upgraded just yet. Probably be a good idea to drop down at least a couple more of those warp gates there, unless he's going to go full air. Still checking along the side here of Chase with the Zergling. He's got queens all over the place now. He's doing a Hydra Den, and oh, he's doing a Nidus network. So he's going to bring up. He's going to try and get a Nidus worm drop down somewhere. I don't think he's going to be able to put it in his base again, but you never know. So probably bring it out around the side. Probably your best place would be in one of these side, excuse me, one of these side little nooks here. Probably not down in this space, as if he does send a charge in, probably would be better to put it up there. But we'll see what he does. Sends in now, and they finally get an attack from Adam. So sending in, taking out the spawning pool. Does have his queens, so probably will send those in, but we'll see how that goes. Yep, there we go. We've got the attack coming, and we've finally got these Hydras. So probably send those in against it. Oh, he's got some down the bottom, just to alleviate the pressure there from Adam. Very keen to see what he's going to do with this Nidus network. Does send them in. Building up his army now, so he's got these Hydras, he's got the Roaches. Hasn't yet expanded to a third. Whether or not he'll need to, I'm not entirely sure. He's now got his Overseer that he's bringing across, and Adam finally deciding to put pylons down a couple of robotics facilities, so maybe even getting some Colossus out. That couldn't be a bad idea at all, and a couple of gateways down the bottom as well. So deciding that it's finally a good idea to build up his army, which as now he doesn't have to defend with his probes. That's quite a good idea. Sending a probe down. Maybe he's deciding, where are you going? Sending his probe down to the bottom left. So possibly going to be doing an expand down here. Finally have the third base drop down by Chase, the Zergling. A little bit of an army here of Void Rays. He is getting, yep, he's dropping down his robotics base, so looks like we're going to see some Colossus in this fight. Dropping down his first weapons as well. Definitely a good idea to upgrade your attack in these games. Definitely makes a difference in the long term. Still, no. Oh, it's down the bottom. He's put it. Yep, there we go. So there's his worm up the top left there. Perfect space. Hasn't been seen at all by the Protos player, even though he does have these flying units down here. Did decide to build his third out of the way, so quite a good call. I think having it just out of the way there so nothing can be seen. He's got an observer which did see his units, so now would be the time to attack. Full on attack here by Chase, trying to get his extended lance there, but I don't think that's going to come in time, unfortunately. A couple of Colossus on the way, but those Hydras, especially against the Void Rays there, he's just absolutely decimating the wall that he's got here, taking out the pylons. Those Stalkers are going to drop very quickly. I don't think that there's anything that Adam can do here. His probes certainly aren't going to be able to take on anything against that. Still has a little bit of a defense up there, but going to be able to bring his units straight on down. And Adam's left the game, not even a GG. So very exciting stuff, seeing especially The hatcheries down the bottom left here, so definitely importance of definitely scouting not only your enemy's base but your own as well. Did have those extra Colossus in his base, but I don't think a lot that he could have done against that army of Hydras and a few Roaches. So very well played by the Zerg, by Chase, the guy who sent in the video, and thank you very much for doing so. I am Corax, and as I said, any other videos that you'd like me to host, send them in to me, send me an email, and I'll upload them and do a commentary as soon as I can. Thank you very much.